Laundry is incredibly difficult to keep up with, and I think that's because there are so many parts from the beginning of the process to the finish line of the process. And then, is there really a finish line? Is it not just always showing up in the hamper out of nowhere? I think so. My name is Sarah if you're new to my channel, and today I want to talk all about laundry. What are the bottlenecks? What do we do when we have a chronic condition that minimizes our energy or our physicality? What do we do when we are in depression and everything is stacking up? Before we get into solutions and systems, I want to first start with a caveat that you might be in a season of life where no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you simply cannot get everything done. Plenty of people are in this situation, whether you are working all the time and trying to fit in cleaning along with taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, getting a little bit of rest, or you have deep physical issues or depression. There are times when there is not a solution other than realizing that this is a temporary season and not beating yourself up about it. As you can see from the huge pile of laundry that started this video, there are many, many times when there's too much for me to do to stop and fold clothes. I've got a baby. She is in that stage where she pulls everything out and she is not content to stay right where I am. I used to pile all of the laundry on my bed and I'd watch a movie while I folded everything. That is not an option right now for me. So I do my best and typically it stays pretty well under control. I'm pretty happy with my systems, but I also have to give myself the grace that I cannot do everything all the time. It's just a busy time. If you also have too much going on, whether it's time or something else, let's talk about some tips. The number one thing that I've done to help myself is I prioritize my laundry. So I bought extra socks, I bought extra underwear so that we're not constantly running out. And when I'm in survival mode, I will just do laundry that I know is essential. So I'll do socks, I'll do undies, jackets, pieces of clothing that I know are my kids' favorites, that are my favorites. And that's it. I just run those through the washer and dryer and don't worry about the rest. It can pile up. It will get done. If you can afford it, I know that there are also laundry services where you can just send your laundry out. If you're dealing with a bottleneck like the clothes will not make it from the washer to the dryer, or once they're in the dryer, you just simply cannot bear to fold them, or once they're folded, how are they going to get put away and hung up? Okay, let's talk about that too. I think here creativity is king. Does everything need to be precisely folded and hung perfectly? Maybe not. Maybe not right now in this season for you. I ended up going to Costco and buying some of those huge shelves. I went on Amazon and bought these deep black bins that you see, and I just labeled everything. Everyone has a couple of bins, and since I could no longer fold my clothes on the bed while I'm watching TV, as soon as I pull out the clothes from the dryer, I will just toss them into the bins. I kind of make sure that they're all right side out, and I'll do a little bit of a foldy fold, but it's nothing crazy. I bought some hook hangers because we are very short on closet space and it saves a lot of room, and it ends up being a little bit faster than hanging on a clothes hanger. As I empty the dryer, I just throw the fold ups in the bins. I put everything that needs to be hung up because it's a little bit nicer. I just get that hanging up done, and then I'll put a pile of like t-shirts that I'm going to put on my hook hangers, and I do that last of all. This system has worked really well for me. I do about 2 loads of laundry a day, although on Saturdays I also do sheets, and it just keeps things flowing. And I make sure that when I'm having a really difficult time, instead of adding to my stress of like, oh, I've got to keep 2 loads of laundry washed, dried, folded, put away. I don't do that. I just work on priorities. It has also been incredibly helpful for me to have all of my tools in my laundry area. So these are little things, but they add up to make a big difference. For instance, I bought this big lint bin off of Amazon. It has a huge magnet and it is very sturdy. It holds a lot. I keep a basket with things that I'm going to use often, like stain treater and bags to empty the lint bin. I have scissors Scissors. It took me so long to put a pair of scissors in the laundry room, but I use them constantly. It was just one little holdup that I was dealing with when I had to run and go find scissors, which were never where they were supposed to be because my kids had taken them. These scissors I hide in my little basket right here. I guess what I'm trying to say is figure out whatever your bottlenecks are. What is slowing you down and try to eliminate it. If you don't have enough hangers, buy more hangers. If you need certain tools in your laundry room that you're always looking for, get them. Put them right where you can see them. If you don't mind folding clothes, but it is boring, just sit on your bed with all of the clothes and watch something fun or listen to a book on tape. Yes, I said book on tape. I have just revealed my age, but you know what I'm talking about. And be as creative as you want to be. I've heard people say that they have hooks in their closet and they just hang all of their jeans by the belt loops. If you don't have the time or the inclination to fold clothes, you can have a hamper that's clean clothes and a hamper that's dirty clothes, and you never need to worry about it. It is okay. It's just about working with what you have the capacity to do and not trying to put this idea of perfection on yourself, because perfection is the biggest bottleneck you will ever come across. I'd like to make a note right here because I get a lot of questions about this on my TikTok. No, I do not do all of the household chores myself. My husband works like a 13-hour job, 4 days a week. So when he's off, he and I share responsibilities. And my older kids have their own chores that they do as well. We have the Greenlight app, and it's just got their chores listed out that they can check off, and it provides an allowance for them, which we have in a general spending, a savings, and even an investment account. They have an investment account and I don't. But I like to show you guys what I do in these videos because I don't want to pretend that everyone out there has help or people that can take some of the responsibility off their shoulders. And I always want to approach these videos to make it as helpful as possible for if you're one person doing the work. Yeah, I just want to be as helpful as possible. So, yep, this is my input on laundry. Please drop any questions that you have, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys again soon.